Hi all, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about Memento design pattern. I have already shared creational design patterns and structural design patterns in my previous videos. If you miss those videos, I'll put the link in description. So please go and watch. And also please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you'll get my future videos. Now let's talk about Memento design pattern. So before going into Memento design pattern, right, let's see how basically undo and save operation works in the WordPad. So we will basically, why I'm saying is Memento is exactly same, and also I am going to explain the same example, like WordPad example only. Now let's see. I was type something. When I click on Ctrl Z, right, it's basically remove the complete operation. My complete state was removed. So because why it was removed? Because I didn't save the state, so that's why it was removed. Now let's say I just type something. When I click on Ctrl S, so it's basically saved my state. When I type, let's say, please subscribe. So now when I click on Ctrl Z, it was removed the complete please subscribe, and it was there only till type something, which means we are basically store the type something state here, and we didn't store the please subscribe state here. That's why whenever we perform undo operation, it was back to last saved state. That's the main motive of explaining this one. Now let's see what exactly Memento design pattern and what is this undo and save will do with Memento design pattern. So what is the intent is basically, without violating encapsulation, and externalize an object internal state, so that the object can be restored to this state later. So just understand, so you have an object, we basically called as the origin object. So how exactly state will be managed? Internally the state will only manage. You can access the state with the help of methods inside the originator, right? Origin. So that's basically how Java classes will basically works, so that it will not violate the encapsulation. So when it will violate the encapsulation, the external object which is trying to modify the state of the originator without even interfering the originator, the external object is basically modifying the state, which means we are basically violating the encapsulation. So but generally, if you see, saving the state is required for any object when you're performing DB operations, right? So where basically when you've done series of insertion operations and updation operations, if you didn't save the checkpoint, and if your system got crashes, if you have checkpoint, it can be easily restored, but it can easily be rolled back to the last saved one. Let's say if you don't have that one, complete data will be lost, right? That's why if you talk about high level designing, let's say there will be series of snapshots will be happening. So the snapshot, the image of DB will basically stored at some data lake, so that we can be restored later, whenever something bad happen. So the snapshots here basically called as Memento. So let's see, the Memento object is stored as a snapshot of internal state of another object, the Memento's originator. So we're basically saving the originator object. So the undo mechanism will request a memento. Whenever perform undo, we request a memento to give the last saved object, so that last saved object of the originator. Here you need to take care, you need to expose as little information as possible to the memento, so that it won't violate the encapsulation principle. So practically there are three parties involved over here. One is originator, second thing is memento, and third thing is caretaker. Originator is the one who actually has the complete object data, and memento is the one which stores the last state. It will last state of the originator object, and caretaker is the one who actually performs the save and redo operation. Let's say in our case V, but when it comes to text editor case, text editor is basically performing. So caretaker is an object triggering the save and restore the state, which is called to memento to get the last saved data. So when we use memento, when the data requires undoable operations, when we want to do undo, some kind of undo. Now let's see, I have created two examples. First, anyway, we're discussing about editor thing, right? So first I'll explain this text editor, example 2, then I'll explain the example 1. So let's see, so there are three things are there. Before going into, let's understand the diagram. So we have something like text editor. So this will basically called what we call text editor. So this is text editor, and we have basically text window is there, where you basically write the data, right? So this will basically call the text window like. So here we write something like where we are basically typing. So which means this is basically state. So there are two bodies involved here, text editor and text window. In the text window, that is basically our originator. So we can also call it as originator. So we can write this as like originator. So text editor is basically performing the save and read operation, right? So that's why we call this is like caretaker. So here text editor is basically caretaker. So we what is the pattern we are discussing? Memento design pattern, which means like we are saving the originator state in the Memento object. So we have created one more class called Memento. It has like recent state. That's it, simple. It has just recent state. So whenever you're performing, so this you understand, right? So whenever you're writing data, you're writing text window. Whenever you perform dot save, this text window, it will transfer the complete state to the Memento and ask, hey Memento, please save my state. Whenever text editor performs the save, whenever text editor, and also text editor has the Memento object. Whenever it is saving, whenever text window is asking Memento to save the state, which is happening in the text editor, and text editor has the last Memento object. So whenever text editor performing a redo operation, so then we'll ask then text editor basically sends the last saved Memento to the text window. Here text window, here you have the last state, so please update accordingly. Like, so text window will basically update like that. So I'll explain through example, you get more idea like. So we have three things like text editor, which is basically called caretaker. So this is text editor has the text window and also text window state. So text editor has a text window, and also whenever before going to hit save and just go to text window has the actual state. So if you correlate with one, text window has the actual state. We can add a state, we can basically set state, and we can get state. And second thing is like we can save state to Memento and restore state from Memento. So this is two operations basically is there. What's happening when you save state? It is transferring the complete state information to the Memento. So Memento is a very light object. It has just the get state function. Whatever constructor, whatever data coming from to the Memento, it will basically store, and it will expose the get state so that someone can access that one, like let's say caretaker. So whenever you perform the restore operation, whatever text Memento last accessed object is there, that will come here, last saved data, and we are completely overriding a text window. We are restoring. Now let's see text editor. Now let's say hit save. Whenever we are performing hit save, so first we ask, hey text window, I am doing hit save, so that you will ask Memento to save your state. So text window basically saves the state to the Memento, like. And text window is basically returns the object, right? Text window is basically, one second, text editor basically returns the object to this save text window. This one last Memento, like Memento. Whenever I'm performing undo, like, let's say undo. So there is no saves have happened. Now I want to perform undo. I did some wrong operation. I want to perform undo. Now I have already last saved state is stored in. I have last saved Memento, right? I was asking, hey text window, this is your last saved data. Why can't you restore? Okay sir, I will restore. So it will basically completely overwriting the state with the Memento state. That's exactly what's happening in the main program. So first I have text window. Next I have text editor. I'm passing the text window. Now I'm performing, let's say welcome to my channel. I'm setting the status welcome to my channel. Now I perform hit save. So what will happen in my data? I have welcome to my channel is there in my state. Now I am again setting please subscribe, which means complete state is a welcome to my channel and please subscribe. So when you get the state, you will get welcome to my channel and please subscribe. Now I am performing hit undo. I am asking to text state is performing hit undo. So that text state is asking text window to go to the previous state, which has where you can get the data from Memento like. So now please subscribe will be removed. So it will have welcome to my channel. Now if you run the program, you will get welcome to my channel, please subscribe. And next time, welcome to my channel. So I hope you understand this example. Let's see one more example. So here also, when you're performing DB operations, right? What you will do generally DB operations? You are accessing some time and you have series of checkpoints are there. In each checkpoint you will save, and whenever you want you just do rollback. So similarly, here we have access time, which is basically originator. Here we can save the time. Whenever you can set the time, and whenever you can save the time, you are asking I am saving the time so that Memento, so please save my recent data like last save time. And when you restore, you are getting the data from Memento, and whatever save time is there, you are just overwriting. So if you go to the time state, here it has only single method called get save time. Whatever last save time, it was just simply returning like. So in the checkpoint, which is basically caretaker, which has the access time and time state. So whenever I am saving checkpoint, I'm basically asking my originator to save and returning the object of Memento. So now when I'm performing a rollback, I'm passing the same Memento state to my access time to restore. Let's see the main program. Initially time is like basically 11 a.m. Okay, now my time is 11 a.m. I save all my work like. After I did some now time become 12 p.m. Now if you know the current time, right, it will print 12 p.m. Now I am rolling back to the last saved point, which is basically 11 a.m. Now if you print the time, you will get the 11 a.m. This is the one simple example of explaining Memento. See, first you are setting the time to 11 a.m. Now next you are saving to Memento. Next you are setting the time to 12 p.m. You are printing time 12 p.m. Next you are trying to restore from Memento, and then you are getting the time which you are getting 11 a.m. last saved time to Memento. So this is how exactly Memento will works. You can go and you can go through this and link, right? It has complete data, up to date data, so that you can refer this one. And I think that's it for today's tutorial. If you have anything, any doubts, please ping in the comment section so that I will reply to most of the comments. In the next video, we will meet for observer design pattern. So we will soon completing the behavioral design patterns. So that's it for today's tutorial. We'll meet soon. For now, bye bye.